Hello, I'm Donnie Swaggart, and welcome to this week's edition to our Webisode. Now, what is a Webisode? Well, it's something you watch on the web. We're encouraging everyone to go to my website, donnieswaggart.org, that like the television program Preachers, Patriots, and Providence. There's an icon on the website you click on, and you will be open the door to a host of material that you won't find on the 1 hour program. And one of the things that we're doing on these webisodes is that we are interviewing some of our production team. And I'm so glad today to have Dave Cooper, who is our engineer. And Dave, as an engineer, what does an engineer do?
Well, it depends upon at that particular time of day or night. But,
Yeah.
but for this particular program, it was working with Jonathan and the group to actually come up with the look of the program and to refine the look of the cameras for that look of, we wanted that history look or historic, not present tense, if we want to call it that. So that we wanted a different look than the rest of the network had.
Well, you more than anyone else would be qualified because Dave is very accomplished in his field. How many Emmys have you won in your
8.
career? 8 Emmys. Dave has worked Super Bowls, Olympics, World Series, just about any kind of major sporting event. And anything else, you've worked everything else there is to work in television, and you've been off and on with us for over. Actually, there's no one in the television department that's known me longer than you.
I think our first meeting was in 1978.
That's right.
And in Miami, Florida.
Florida, that's
Yep.
right.
It was our first
Miami
time
Beach.
That's correct.
Convention Center.
That's correct.
And when you knew me, I was not preaching.
That's correct. You were just an announcer, basically, and
over
working
the
in
Crusades.
Yes, that's correct.
And you did all the Crusades. How is this program different, if any, from the technical side of any of the other programs? Because we do, and you've been involved in the Message of the Cross, studying the Word, Francis and Friends, somewhere along the line, Generation of the Cross. You've had to be involved in some areas of it at the beginning, and then once it gets started, you're through with that part. And so has this program been any more challenging, or has it been a typical program to do, engineering-wise?
Engineering-wise, it's, I don't think, for myself probably, and my others on the team, T.O. mainly, hasn't been that much of a challenge, but as a group, it's technically being done completely different than how we would do any of the other programs.
Oh, really?
In that we do this, what we call film style, or each camera is on its own, and we aren't switching the program live. We're going back and post-producing the programs. And then also we're shooting the program in a very high quality, and then we're able to keep that quality, and if we ever are ability to use it or want to use it for large screen presentations, we could do that.
And not only that, what people don't understand, the program is not shot in chronological order.
That's correct.
Most people think that, would think that a scripted program, you start at the first page and you go to the end, but that's not the way we do it. We jump around.
I sort of relate to it as doing commercials, that I did a great deal in my early career. It shot a lot of commercials, and you might shoot the first scene or the last, but you always had to remember via a storyboard of what shot was going to be before, because you always had to match those cameras, that it might be a week apart.
Right.
But you had to match those scenes, all the levels and all of that.
So it's been, and plus it's the only program that we produce here at SBN that is scripted from A to Z.
That's correct.
And we mentioned that in an earlier episode because we wanted to make sure that everything that we said was not off the cuff, not off the top of the head, but was factual and told a story that the viewer, it would be like reading a book for them. And so the point being of all this, for those that are watching, there's a lot that goes in behind the scenes that they will never see. How many people do we have working on Preachers, Patriots, and Providence?
Between 15 and 18.
You know, that's a lot of folk. And I think that they do a great job. And I think you've done
Great.
a great job. And really, everything that you see, from the live church programs to all of the other pre-produced programs, this man has been involved in one way or the other. And the greatest accomplishment is the studio that we're sitting in. You designed it
Yes.
and you built it. And when you walk in here every day, you see, well, actually, you've built it twice. You
Yes.
built it once and remodeled it as we switched from analog to digital. And so it's been a great 30-plus years of friendship. And I hope that we're still doing this when the Lord comes.
My knowing you for quite a few years, history has always been a passion of actually your whole family,
Yes.
but your mother and yourself greatly.
Right.
And I think that that opportunity that God has given us to be able to take that interest and be able to portray it for the people is an excellent opportunity.
And you're exactly right. My love of history has spawned some other ideas. And so thank you, Dave, for being on this episode. Once again, let me encourage everyone to tell people about Preachers, Patriots, and Providence. I think they're going to enjoy the program. But as well, don't forget of the additional material such as this that's only found at www.donnieswaggart.org. When you get to the main page, you'll see an icon for Preachers, Patriots, and Providence. Click on there and it will open up to you a wealth of material that you're not going to find on the regular program. And as I always say, we would like for you to subscribe. That way that when we do add new material, you'll be the first to know. And you can go, you can watch it, you can see it. And so please do that. So thank you for joining us today. This is Donnie Swaggart. Dave Cooper been my guest today. God bless you.